Now, does it still look right?
Yeah, it does. I just hope it's working right.
Ooh, squealed the
Ooh, that
tire.
sounded bad.
There goes the mini Creighton. That's pretty fast right there. That's 4S. That's a 5200 milliamp hard case. Power Hobbies also. And I don't know what it is, but it's,
Oh, you missed that.
I know it. What'd you do?
Did a wheelie.
Yeah, that ain't no problem now. I wish these things had sway bars on. God knows that was a wheelie. I just stumble, rumble. Wait a minute, you're in a good shape right there.
Oh, get off of me.
I turned you right back up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but don't get on top of the truck.
I don't know what the hell that was, but it was cool. I actually was watching that. I hope the camera got it. Now you're going to be flipping that thing right back side up if you ain't careful. Are you still on 100%?
Yeah, I reckon so.
I don't know. Wait a minute. I want to do it from this side so I can see what I'm doing.
Well, back into it.
Ah, shit.
You missed it.
That's when my depth perception gets me right there.
Uh-huh, you missed it.
That's the reason I always had so much trouble flying airplanes.
Now that's a mess.
Go turn the darn thing over. Let me wreck too while you're at it.
Yeah, go ahead and wreck so I can make one walk. Well, I didn't mean it.
I got depth perception. Y'all heard me just a minute ago. I got depth perception issues. I was flying airplanes in the 70s, and I didn't know I had depth perception. I dove hunted and done everything else. I didn't have too much trouble. But I started flying model airplane, and let's say I was trying to land on this level, and that cone is where I was trying to center up. I'd be over yonder about 10 feet the other side of that cone. And I found out I had depth perception issues. And that was fun. I had no trouble landing and flying around. That wasn't no big deal. I mean, taking off and flying around wasn't no big deal. Landing was kind of rough sometimes. But we had a good runway. We had a 200-foot paved runway, and it was mowed as good as this is, or better, all the way around it. And if I missed the runway, I just landed in the grass. These things are wild as crazy. I'm gonna cut it back to 75% and see what it feels like. Still feels about the same. Well, no, it won't do a wheelie quite like it'll do one starting out, but after you get going, it won't nail one. But that's 75% right there, and it's controllable. It really is controllable. Let's see what I ain't never done this before. Let's go back to 50%. Damn, it pulled the wheel stand at 50% off the line, but it ain't hitting on much speed wise. But if I was going to give this thing to somebody that had never driven an RC or not driven it much, or a kid, I would put it back to 50%, and I'd bust his head if he turned it up. Because even at $400, these things ain't cheap, you know. But that's plenty fast. I mean, that's faster than my first RC 10 pan car went, and we thought we was flying. Had 6-cell NICADs, run them on a dirt clay oval track, and we thought we was flying. I ain't kidding you. Hit the wall on it, hit the wall too, cinder block wall. And you felt like you was flying. But I guarantee you they wasn't running no faster than that. We'll back up to 75 now. Oh yeah, it's full wheel stand. But it won't pull one right there. I nailed it and it didn't pull one. It'll pull one when you're first starting off. And it's a pretty good review of this thing, come think of it. Yeah, that's not bad at all. You get to where you can handle it, and then you go to 75% and you be doing pretty good. Unless your wife is driving, that's where it is. I don't like these radios, the feel of them perfectly well, but they ain't as bad as everybody's making them out to be. So unless you get one running away problem, I may run away and dadgummit. If I hit the building with this car, I can blame it on the radio set because y'all having trouble with it. But that's 75%, and it's doing pretty well. I'll go back up to 100% because I am a YouTube megastar now with a 28. I had 28. I bet when I go back in there, about half of them done dropped me. But I had 28 subscribers, and y'all won't tell me who y'all. I'd send you birthday cards if I knew who you was, but y'all got them settings. You go in your settings and you turn on, let the people you subscribe to see who you are. That's what you need to do. I think I just done that because I appreciate it. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate every subscriber that I've got. Everybody that subscribes, everybody that gives me a thumbs up and hits that bell. I really appreciate it. Boom. It makes me feel good, and I didn't have no idea that anybody would even subscribe to me at all. I didn't even think my friends would. Was it? I always thought I was gonna have to every time I upload a video send them a link to it so they find it. But there's some of them that actually figured out what to do, and for the rest of y'all that done it, bless you, because I got issues, and I don't have very many ways to pass the time anymore that's comfortable, and this is about as comfortable one as I can get. In doing this and posting YouTube videos and chit-chatting with y'all and all that stuff, it's just been, you wouldn't believe how therapeutic it is. It's just made me a different person. Sometimes it's made me a pain, and I get ill at certain people. But these RC cars was fun. I was going to have fun with them even if I had never got involved with y'all. But especially when I found out you can do the YouTube channel, it don't cost nothing. And I don't see how they can do that because they're not. I don't reckon they're advertising on my channel. I didn't tell them I couldn't. I didn't tell them I could, but I didn't tell them I couldn't. But I don't care if they pay me any money or not. If they're going to advertise on it, I want them to pay me money. But if they're not going to, I don't care. It don't matter to me. I didn't get into this to make the money. I don't need no donations and stuff like that. This is my hobby. I've got a couple more, and when I get to where I can't afford them myself, I'll quit. Or when Sarah gets where she can't afford them, we'll quit. But right now,
I'm accepting donations, though.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, you got to hand that every time she goes out the door, just about. Sometimes I'll give her some money, too, but most of the time I don't. So that's 100%. That thing will wheel stand at any speed you want it to. At 100%. Want it, sir?
Yeah. I put mine down to 75.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
And it's still doing that?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little short truck, I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't swapping with you. You're going to learn to drive that thing.
I ain't asking you to swap.
I know, but you was a little bit stiff.
I drive better than you do.
Yeah, right. We have killed no chickens messing with these trucks. Y'all don't know why I use all them chickens. I won't tell you why. No, I ain't gonna keep you guessing. Never mind. The reason I call myself the grumpy old man is because I am a grumpy old man, but that's not the main reason. The handle or whatever that everybody stuck on me years ago would probably, I don't know whether it'd been allowed on YouTube or not. I was I had a CB radio. I like radios. I've been in radios since the 70s. I got in this radio back when the CB craze was on. And one of my handles at the time was White Boy. I stayed in a neighborhood in Greensboro, North Carolina that was surrounded by minority population. And me and them got along pretty good. I didn't have trouble with them. But they didn't talk on the same frequency I was on, and any of y'all lived through that would know what I'm talking about. You had to live with each other. Because if you was right on top of each other, you just had to. And I'd hear them every now and then. They'd say, I can't hear that White Boy if y'all was on the radio. And I met 2 or 3 of them, and we come to agreement. I let them do what they'd done when they wanted to do it up to a point. But I told them, I said, there's certain times of the evening, not so much during the day, but during the evening and on the weekend mornings, that I wanted to talk back to Reedsville, and they was either going to let me do it, or they weren't going to like being around me at all. So we come to the agreement. But I'd hear them every now and then going, that White Boy's on radio, let's hold on a minute. So they would hold on, and a cousin of mine added to the White Boy, since I was sorry, and I got a hat up here on to prove it. I got a hat that says, sorry ass White Boy. And he brought me that. He thought that was funny. I thought it was too. But that's been my handle, was either sorry White Boy or sorry ass White Boy, forever and ever. My amateur radio call sign is K4SWB. That's all the letters you could have. In the rear was 3. So I paid that. I paid $15 to get that instead of whatever they'd give me to start with. But they wouldn't let me put that in there, so I'm just a sorry White Boy. And I ain't got the other stuck on there. But that's, anyhow, I doubt you two would have liked it if I'd have made a channel call myself sorry ass White Boy. Might have. I don't know. I could have tried it and see. Matter of fact, I can make another one. I might do that. I don't know. But anyhow, that's the reason I come up with a grumpy old man, because everybody has called me grumpy. I didn't used to be this grumpy. I've always sounded grumpy, but I didn't used to be this grumpy. But a major injury and a lifestyle change when you're 42 years old is enough to upset the Pope. Who's the not the Dalai Lama, what's the other one over there that does so much good, the woman? Gandhi? No, that wasn't a woman. Yeah, it just make all them people mad. I pee off the Pope. I mean, it just...
Get off of me, you dummy. That's right, you hung up.
Yeah, I think his truck should benefit from sway bars, or anti-sway bars, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm not sure I've got sense enough to figure out how to put them on there no more. I've built a lot of stuff in my life. I've been a mechanic of some form or another. Just about my whole life. When I say mechanic, I mean somebody works with a hand, somebody turns wrenches and uses tools, and you ain't actually got to be a car mechanic or anything like that. I worked on cars. I worked on farm equipment, worked on lawnmowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, mini bikes, go-karts. I worked on them all, and usually made them run better too. And my last job, I started out running an Armada CNC turret punch press, and learned to program it. Took over the department, run the department for a few years as programmer and operator and everything else back there. Babysitter is what I told them to ask, but I had to write up a description for my job. They sent me back there and told me to describe my job so they could put it in the manual. I told them I just had to do everything, and they didn't like that. I said, well, that's the darn truth. I have to do everything. They said, well, tell us what your main job is. I said, well, I babysit 20 people, basically. No, that wasn't no good either, so I finally had to come up with something they would like. And it was all a bunch of lies, because what they wanted and what I'd done was entirely two different things. But I really liked that job. If you learn how to program CNC machines and everything, you can, in some areas, you could write your own ticket doing stuff. And I don't know what's still like that or not. That's been 20 years ago, so I don't know. But if I was still able, I would be working on 3D printing and stuff like that. We was getting a laser, and when I hurt myself, I was going to have to learn to do that, and I was looking forward to that. But I didn't get to stick around long enough to do that. And everybody want to know if I miss work. Really, sometimes I do a little bit, and most times I don't. I missed a paycheck. I was making pretty good money, and I missed that paycheck. And I had people there at work that I thought right highly of, but we weren't really friends. We didn't hang out after work or nothing. I had one boy there, and I don't know where he's at now. But if y'all think I'm crazy, y'all meet him. But me and him was real tight. I'd have done anything for him I could, and I'm feeling pretty sure he'd do anything for me. But we lost contact a few years back, and I don't know. Hang on, I'm at it again. But my work relationships stayed at work mostly, and I had people I hunted with, and I had people I belonged to the gun club, and I had people I shoot with, and I had people when I was flying model airplanes, and now I was pretty tight with some of them. We was pretty tight, and some of the ones I shoot with, we're still, we still hang out together other than at the gun range. But most of the time, things are separated, and my radio friends are perfect. They're just absolutely perfect because they have an on-off button, and I get tired of listening to them. I cut them off. They get tired of listening to me. They cut me off too. But if any of y'all out there have got amateur radio licenses, I don't know. A lot of y'all in other parts of the world, and I don't know. I don't have the antenna set up. My radio do it, but I don't have the antenna set up to talk worldwide too much. But if there's any of you in the United States that have amateur radio licenses, if you want to contact me sometime, see if we can make contacts on the radio, we'll figure out how to do that. And there is a place on your YouTube channel. I don't know where it's at. I can find it again. I don't know where it's at though, where you can set up an email account that's hidden, and it's not very real visible, but it's still visible enough you can find it if you know where to look for it at. And I've set one up, and I've got to go back and get my darn email program after I messed my computer up. I got to get it working again, or I can check the mail on that. Because Jono's the only person I know of that I told about that. It might have been Tibble Vaughn. I told him. I don't know whether they emailed me or not. But yeah, anybody want to get in touch with me, that way they can do it. Because I've been known to be a little bit medicated and just burying my soul on the YouTube channel. I really ain't got no business doing that, but I don't care. My life's an open book. I ain't scared of nothing. And
No.
I am what I am, and I ain't ashamed of it. And I don't try to hide nothing. Don't put on no airs. I'm not two-faced. When you get me, you get me. I'm going to turn this thing off a minute.